and more. From our family to yours, we take pride in what we make. So unwrap a smile, because today we bake.
Thanksgiving just a week and a half away now. My goodness, this year is flying by, and this year more than ever, I hope that we'll all sit around our Thanksgiving table with many blessings to count. We certainly should find time for that. Our good friend Mark Height seems to find time to count his blessings each and every day, and no surprise to any of us, he's once again helping to sponsor this year's Grateful Gobbler. A big year for the Gobbler, right? 20 years this year.
That's right, Julie. For the past 20 years, more than 5,000 people have joined us at Coolidge Park on Thanksgiving morning to help raise money for the Maclellan Shelter for Families. It is a critical event.
But this year you can't. We can't have 5,000 people at Coolidge Park, but my goodness, you can have 5,000 people in their own neighborhoods and out in the woods, wherever they want to go, walking to still raise those dollars.
You know, that is exactly right, because outdoors is where, there's less chance of having a problem with COVID. And if you're with your family group who you're going to be spending Thanksgiving with anyway, and you know where they are, this is the perfect opportunity to get out and enjoy this beautiful country we have and help us remember that there are homeless that need our help. And so on this Thanksgiving Day, help us with the virtual Grateful Gobbler.
Okay, now Mark, is it working like some of the other virtual events have, where you can go ahead and sign up, but you can do the actual walking at any point? You don't have to do it Thanksgiving morning if you don't want to?
You hit the critical part, Julie. Our goal is to raise $200,000 this year to help the shelter, and you can do that by simply going to gratefulgobbler.org, and I'm sure that'll be on the screen here at the end. But you go to gratefulgobbler.org, and it's $30 for adult, $15 for children 12 and under, and just like always, you get your crazy Grateful Gobbler t-shirt, and you can pick those up in a safe drive-by environment over at the First Horizon Pavilion.
You know, you kind of mentioned this, but it's worth repeating that Maclellan Shelter is the only one for families, and very sadly, we know for a long time now, many in this country are just a paycheck or two away from possibly being forced into homelessness, and with COVID, that's made the situation even more dire.
You know, it absolutely has, and that is the reason I support, and the Mark Height team supports the Maclellan Shelters for Families year after year. Just think of this, Julie. If you were a single mom and you had two children, and one was a boy and one was a girl, if he was over 10 years of age, you would have to be separated. He couldn't go to a traditional sex-based shelter. This Maclellan Shelter is the only one where that family unit can stay together. Imagine how challenging. First you're homeless, and then to be separated from your children. That's why this is so important.
You know, I might go out on a limb here a little bit, but when church services quit being held in the early days of COVID, a lot of people didn't know how to tithe their money because the church was not operating in its typical way, and they began to look for other nonprofits and areas of support where they could lend a helping hand. Maybe if you know somebody whose family in Minnesota, they could do the same thing, right? They could sign up and be part of the virtual walk.
That is the beauty of it, where I have many friends where their families come together in large groups each year on Thanksgiving morning. But now this year, families staying in Minnesota and families staying in Kentucky not coming together. Well, you can still do this virtually. Sign up at gratefulgobbler.org, and as a family or friend unit, you can still help us. I'll be in Kentucky this year on Thanksgiving morning, so we're going to be walking the back roads of Western Kentucky on Thanksgiving morning, still raising money for the Grateful Gobbler.
And real quickly, with the $200,000, when you meet that goal, how does that money get used? What does it go toward?
Here is the beauty. All the overhead is underwritten. Every dollar our friends help us raise goes straight to the Maclellan Shelter to help provide services for families right here in Chattanooga. There's no national franchise. Julie, every dollar stays here. Local matters really big in these days.
All right. Well, it's a chilly day outside today, so keep that hat on. Your ears will stay nice and warm.
Yes, absolutely. And thank you for this opportunity. I hope everyone will go to gratefulgobbler.org and help us out.
Always good to see you, Mark Height. There's the website again. So even though technically it will be Thanksgiving Day, you are welcome to do the walk at any time of your choosing. It's just the t-shirt pickup, if you get your entry in early enough to get the t-shirts, is November 21st or the 25th at the First Horizon Pavilions. What a perfect way to say Happy Thanksgiving. We're back after this.
Healthcare has never been more essential. If you're an Ambetter member, we're ensuring you'll get the care you need by providing access to doctors and hospitals near you, by making it easier to get care and medication from home, by being here for you.